Hello, this is Dr. Melody Harris Barrow here in El Salvador, enjoying life as usual. This show is Living Your Best Life Now, and that's what it's about. It's about living your best life now. Our show is going to be awesome this evening, but I am shooting now in El Salvador. It's not even 8 in the morning yet. But I decided I don't want to skip any more shows only because I'm traveling. I am going to try my best and complete this mission and go through this journey with all of you. And I want to thank you today for joining me here in El Salvador. As you can see in my Facebook, all the things that we are doing great things. And you're with me, and I'm glad that you are. Our topic today, actually, let's go back and talk about the things, the great things that we are doing, but also let's talk about how we are getting to the place that we need to be in. The topic tonight is people will use the things you love and care for as a pawn against you. Yes, they will use the things all the different things they will use against you. And I want to start off by saying this is not the way we should live. We should live a better life. We should not live using people. We should not live trying to use the things, trying to use your past, trying to use your children, my goodness, women, trying to use their children, their daughters and their fathers, for them not to see their children because they're upset with them. The things that people have done in the past, trying to use those things as a pawn in order for them not to live their best life. But let me just say this to all of you today. Stop. Let us stop doing the negative things that we are doing. It's not worth it. It really isn't. And I realize the drama, all these dramas that we are going through, is not necessary. I've had an experience recently where drama knocked my door. And I looked at drama straight in the eye and said, you cannot use the things that I love in order to upset me, in order to destroy me, in order to even make me think and go into a negativity. What I've done is ignored. You see, drama needs to feed on your response. Drama cannot work without your response. It is all how you deal with drama. And I want to share this with you today. What I want to share today with you is that drama needs to be fed. And the only way it survives if you feed it. A lot of times when people knock your door with drama, this is what you do. You respond. But you also respond in a negative way. And you're feeding it. And it's getting fed. And the more it gets fed, the bigger it gets. Then it goes from one point to the next. Next thing you know, the drama got so big, you cannot handle it anymore. So this is what I do. Before it starts, I don't pay attention to it. I let the people know I don't have the time to respond to all the dramas that you are presenting to me. There's another thing that people do. They will use your past. Let me say this to you. All of you that have had a negative past, let it be. If someone brings something up, and let you know, this is what you did, and I'm going to tell. This is what you did, and I'm going to let the world know. This is what you did. And all the things that they are telling you what they're going to do, let them do it. Because what you are doing, if you start being fearful of what they are going to do, then that's how the drama begins. Because it needs to be fed. Drama needs fear. Yes. Drama needs fear. Drama cannot survive without the fear. And drama is about control. People want to control your life. They want to control everything that you do when it comes to drama. Why? Because they cannot survive. Those of you that is always creating drama, let me just say this to you. And I'm going to say it with love. I'm not just going to tell you to stop, because apparently you cannot stop. You need help. And the type of help that you need is that you need to look inwards. You need to know, who are you? Why are you doing this? Have you ever asked the question? Is it the negative force that's encouraging you to do this? These are the things that we have to ask ourselves. Why is it that we want to create misery to others? To create misery to others, it takes a lot of energy. The energy that you could use in order to do great things in your life. Other people are sitting back also watching drama going back and forth. Those of you that takes information back and forth to create drama, take a look at your life. Apparently, you have nothing going on. When you sit there and you're trying to use someone with their children, there are so many women out there, and I want to talk about this because this is happening too often. There's so many women out there that using their children with their either spouses or your boyfriend, or all these things that you're doing. You cannot see your son. You decide when he or she can see them. Stop. That is not necessary. You don't have to create that. A child needs his father. A child needs his mother. Don't use your children as pawns in order to get back at anyone. It is not necessary. Every child needs a mother and a father. If there's a good father in a child's life, why are you creating the drama in order to get back at the person? Apparently, there's no love in your heart. Because if there was, you wouldn't be doing that. I think it's time for women out there with children that using their children as pawns in order to get back to their fathers and do things negative to the father, and having the father not seeing their children. My God, this is horrible, you see, because you are angry at the father. If you are angry at the father, be angry at the father if you want to, but do not use your children. Do not do that. Do not say things to your wives and your husband to be negative because he might have said something that you don't like. So here you go and you degrade the person of the information that you have of the person, and now you're using that, whatever you have on that person, to hurt them. Don't do that. That is not necessary to do. We are using certain things to get back at each other. It is time for us to think about love. Love is important. We don't have that love if we're in the midst of drama. I need you to think about this topic very carefully today, because it is really ruining families. It's ruining marriages. It's ruining relationships with each other, even on the job. There are people on jobs that are trying to get someone in trouble because they've seen something. You don't have to do that. If you've seen your colleague doing something, that's the time now when you say, oh my goodness, I got him now. I got her now. I got something on her. It's all negativity. That's too much energy that you're using. Take that energy and use it on your life to be more positive. And the reason I brought this topic up is because oftentimes there's a lot of you that are being hindered because you are trying to hold something back that no one knows. And once that person knows, guess what happens? They're going to use it against you. We don't have to do that. We should not do those things. It is time to celebrate each other, not destroy each other. It's time to love one another, not hate one another. It is time to work with one another. It is time to be. It is time to think about life. It is time to think about you. It is time to think about the family. And this is why I talk about these shows, because oftentimes we don't talk about these things. And there's so many people that are going through these type of things and they're not talking about it. They're just suffering. Well, I'm here today to let you know it is time to stop the drama. It is time for you to stop using things and children and all these things to get back at someone. We need to start living a healthy life. That healthy life that we need to live, it starts from love within. Yes, it does. If we do not have that love within, we are going to be distracted by all these negativities in our lives. This is why you see that I'm living my best life now. You know why? I got rid of the drama. Those people that are full of dramas, they no longer knock my door because I am ignoring them. When you knock my door with drama, it cannot open no longer. It is closed. It is locked with a padlock. This is what I want you to do. I want you to live your best life. In order to do that, you have to stay away from the negative people. And in order to stay away from the negative people, you have to also be positive. In order to be positive, you have to start embracing the good. You have to start embracing kindness and love. You have to start embracing all these things in order to get to the point where you need to be in life. This is why when you see I'm traveling here and there, right now I'm here at the hotel in El Salvador. They're going to be picking me up in a few minutes. But I decided that I wanted to do this show before I leave because I know how important this is. And anytime you see me traveling from one country to the next, it's all about being positive. Yesterday, I spoke to quite a few women yesterday, and all I talked about is positive things. I inspired them. I motivated them. I told them how much I love them. And that's what we are supposed to do. This is why you see I'm moving. I am moving. I am moving. But I'm moving with God. You see, you have to have God with you. Most of the people talk about, I'm going to church every Sunday, Dr. Barrow. I am doing this and I am doing that. But guess what? It's all about your attitude. It's all about your mentality. It's all about how you feel about yourself. You see, when you feel good about yourself, you're going to treat people good. Because you can't feel good about yourself and treat people bad. It's when you feel bad about you. It's when you have nothing going on in your life where you have to take that time, that energy in order to create the drama. And the drama is about you. It's about you and how you feel about yourself. So this show tonight and today is about stop using people's past. Stop using your children. Stop using certain things that your boyfriend, your wife, your girlfriend and your husband, your relationships. Stop using certain things that they have done and throwing it in their face. Stop doing that. You don't need to. And I said throw it in your face because this is what we say in front of us. Stop throwing things in people's faces. It's time to be positive. It's time to be positive. I had a call yesterday and the person said, every time I see you, you're traveling all over the world. And I said, you see, when God knows that you're positive, He's going to send you all over the world. If you are negative and you have a bad attitude, He will not do that. You see, I learned a big lesson. I used to be in the drama, the gossips. I used to be in all those things. But I saw that it wasn't getting me anywhere. I saw that doing all these things I wasn't reaching anywhere. You know, I was working too hard. Maybe you think I'm working hard now. No, I'm not. Because I don't have to knock doors. God opened those doors for me. I'm here today is because a young lady by the name of Lupita Fernandez with an organization called Mujeres Virtuosas, she invited me to El Salvador because she saw my work and she saw this show, Living Your Best Life Now. And she said, I want you to be in El Salvador to present Living Your Best Life Now to our organization. And once everyone knew here in El Salvador that I was coming, they don't know me, but they started looking up my profile. And the mayor here in Ataco, Ana Luisa Rodriguez, she said, I want her here too. So I'm not even in El Salvador. I'm in the countryside here. And she said, I want her to also speak about the positive things, the ladies here in this town. You see, when you're positive, God is going to send you different places. He's going to make you move. And now there are other people coming from other towns that's coming into the conference on Saturday, October 6th, here in El Salvador. And I'll put that information for you on the Facebook. But what I'm saying to you is this. It is time for us to be positive. It is time to help one another. It is time to love one another. But first of all, you have to love you first. Stop using people. Stop using people, please. It's not worth it. I've had people in my life that try to use me. And most of the time, I already know what people are doing. And most people do. And then they find themselves going nowhere. And that's why we have to stop these type of things in our lives. So those women that are using your children as a pawn, stop. Because I believe it's time for us to grow. These are rough times. These are times where family needs to be together. These are times for family to stop fighting with each other for nonsense. This is time for those of you that have encountered negativity with your family. It's time to be positive. It's time for your children to have a positive life. It's time for you to have a positive life. It's very, very important. I'm here in El Salvador, and I have to say, the people in El Salvador are so kind and loving. I've not had any bad experience thus far. From in the plane, you know, when you travel, hardly anybody speaks to you. The two people that was next to me, the whole time we're chatting and laughing and having a good time. And that's what humanity is about. Humanity is not about hurting other people and using other people as a pawn to get where they want to go. No. Humanity is about love. It's about truth. And it's about peace. And that's what I am about. I am here in El Salvador, and I'm on my way back to see those women now. And it's important for me to give them all the love that I can give them, because I don't know when I'm going to be back. But already they're saying, we don't want you to leave. You see, they don't want me to leave because they have discovered something about me. They have discovered the love that God gave me and that I'm giving to them. And that's how I'm living my life. I'm living my best life now, and I want you to live your best life now. Your best life. Your best life is you loving yourself first. And that's what I had to do. I had to love me first. There's no way I could just continue living the life I used to live. I couldn't do it anymore. I was always sad and depressed. I am the happiest woman you will ever find today. You know why? Because I am enjoying all the things that I always wanted to do. I always wanted to inspire and motivate people. And that's what I'm doing for you. And I want you to get to that point, to go and inspire and motivate the people like I'm motivating you. It is time for you to change your mindset about life. Get out of the dungeon. Look at this place. It's so beautiful. I didn't have to pay anything here. I'm being paid. And I'm enjoying life. I want you to, sincerely, I want you guys to enjoy life. Stop all the dramas. Open up your heart to goodness. I want you, those of you that are procrastinating, I have a message for you. I want you to get up now, this minute. If you said to yourself, I want to open a business, if you say, I want to start a program, if you say, I would like for Dr. Barrow to help me, then do it. All you have to do is write me, call me. I will help you. If you don't know to do certain things, I will help you. That is my job. That's why God have me here. We have to get to the point to push fear away. Fear to start something. Fear to go somewhere. Everybody told me, please don't go to El Salvador. It's dangerous. Well, as you can see, I am at peace. You see, the peace starts within you. And I'm enjoying life. If I continue to listen to people telling me where and where not to go, I'll never go anywhere. You see, your fear have you where you at today. Fear. You see, you have to protect yourself, yes. I'm not saying to go in danger, but what I'm saying is, I need you to live your life. I need you to live your best life now. I need you to be. I want you to be successful. I want you. Remember what I said. The sky is not the limit. There's more beyond the sky. The thing is that we're only, when we look up at that sky, we see the clouds and we see that blue sky. But God created so many great